Hello and welcome. I'm Alex DeRoussel, and I'm here with head football coach Brian Castner, and today we're going to be recapping the first 2 weeks of the Mason football season. So going back to week 1, coach, you guys took on Fairfield at home, and the story of the game really was your guys' defense. So can you talk to me a little about how that made you feel? You got off to a little bit of a slow start, but then in the second half, things started picking up. And we saw some great plays by Brady Camello. He had 2 interceptions in the second half. So can you talk to me a little about what was going through your mind there after the slow start, and then your defense really just came through in that game?
Yeah, I think Brady had a really his best game he's ever had. 2 interceptions for anybody is a big night, but specifically for him playing corner and being a returning starter. But to start off, Team 59 season against an opponent like Fairfield, who they played for the conference championship last year against Coleraine Week 10, and we knew it would be a big game, and we knew that defense had to step up and have their best performance early in the season, and Brady did that. Coach Falk had a great plan. Our defensive staff is one of the best I've been around consistently. Coach Popovich and Coach Lewis and Coach Setti and all those guys, they do really well together. But then most importantly, they get everything they could possibly get out of those players. And they can be a real special defense if they continue to improve. And week 1 was a huge test for us. And we met every question that was on the table going into that game. So I was really, really happy with the defense.
And another thing we noticed in week 1, another highlight, I guess you could call it, was we saw McCormick his 80-yard touchdown run, which was something to be seen, honestly.
Yeah.
That was, I believe that opened up your lead a little bit and gave you guys a little more breathing room.
Well, I did. I mean, it started the momentum, right? Because the next 3 plays, after that play, I think the next 2 plays were turnovers, and consecutively. So, once you get things going, and, Nolan's a grinder. Nolan's going to do what our offense is supposed to do, and he's going to grind, and Coach Little's going to give him the ball, our offense coordinator, he's going to give him the ball 20, 25 times a game. And he knows he's our workhorse. So, he's waiting to, keep hitting that hole, and one's going to break. So, Nolan, I think it was 100 and some yards that night. But, the most important thing that he takes pride in is holding on to the ball. Coach Burkett does a lot with ball security during the week, and he knows, holding on that ball is definitely a plus for us.
So, jumping to week 2, you guys are going to Lakota East away game. They're 0-1. Going into that game, it was a little bit of a quicker start. You guys got out there. You guys went up, I believe it was 28-14 at one point.
Yeah,
and
yes.
so you guys were up pretty big. It was 21-7.
Yes.
And then you guys were up, a good amount. And then they come and they score. How do you get your team to rally after that, come back and say, let's go deliver the knockout punch?
Well, you find out a lot about your team. You come off a big win, and you go against a Lakota East team who's beat us the last couple of years. And they've been close games, so we're at their place. It's senior night for them, and we had some questions, and they answered those. Again, there's stuff that we need to get better at, but I thought our team responded well. I think Lakota East has they do something after they win games. They do either push-ups or they do something, and they've done that at our place the last couple of years, and we made sure that the senior class remembered that, and the senior class made sure that everybody remembered it. And so we executed. We did some things well. Again, we held onto the ball. I felt like we took control of it. We had a turnover. Defense got the ball back. So again, Camilo had another interception. So there was a lot of things that we can build off of.
So, your defense has been really strong the past 2 games. Can we expect to see more of that throughout the season, hopefully, carrying on into the playoffs potentially?
Man, I hope so. I think defense wins championships, so it's a cliche, but it's definitely a fact. And we've had some pretty darn good defenses over the years, and they're taking a lot of pride in what they have right now, and they're trying to do as much as they can do, and I hope they continue to keep building.
So this week you're taking on Oak Hills. And so what can we expect to see? You guys are 2-0. You want to keep the momentum rolling. You're almost halfway through with the shortened season. So what can we expect to see out of you guys this week?
Hopefully a team that continues to want to get better. We go day to day. Every day is a new challenge with everything that's going on. We try to be better coaches. I try to be a better head coach, and I tell my team that the same way I look at my staff, that I try to be a better person, a better coach, because we don't have this figured out. There's a lot of moving pieces, and we ask that of the players. And at a young mind, as 17, 16 years old, you're asking them to figure that out and understand it and process a lot of different things. And I just want to make sure that we come out ready to play. We compete. We're physical. We play hard, and we get after the Oak Hills team. They're going to be under new leadership. They got a new head coach, so there's a lot of juice going for them. And so yeah, they're 0-2, I think, but they're going to come with everything they have, and we're going to hopefully make sure that our team's ready to play.
Awesome. Well, good luck this Friday, and you can catch us next week.